Well, as far as they go, it turns out it's easier to sell people as a loving father and husband than yourself. Yeah, my hair is really thick. Where's my get this done. Anyway, I've been receiving shitloads of text from someone I never even played patty cake with, and they're saying, yeah, I done you loads of times. And I'm like, then he's talking about wanting to do me, and then he's talking about how he's got a bigger dick than X, and I'm going, oh boy. Well, I'm going to be honest with that. I have never seen Mr. X's fun toy. Okay, we'll call it a fun toy. That's what we'll call it. We'll call it a fun toy. I have not seen Mr. X's fun toy ever. All right? Never seen the fun toy ever. And I don't know where he got the idea about it, or why he thought, or why he was making up this stuff. It was gross. Saying how he had the money. I'm like, dude, I'm jealous, and so is Mr. X. I'm sure he is, But no, I have never seen Mr. X's fun toy. And that's what we're going to go with. I've never seen it. I have, I'm going to be honest. I think the last time for a birthday party, everyone hugged everyone. He came and without it, and hugged me. And it wasn't like a sexual hug. It was a hug of a friend, like a coworker, And what was nice is that when my last birthday over at ACC, it was wonderful. What happened is I had a nice birthday party without the crazy cat lady, because she was not nice, and people really started to not like her at all. And it got to the point where a lot of people tried to avoid her. Well, they always said that she didn't like to work, and she really didn't. So I was like, okay. And I thought to myself, all right, I'm just going to do the best I can. Hi, how are you? I am putting on my makeup. I took a shower and stuff, and I washed all my makeup off. So I'm putting it back on. Anyway, I am talking about how I knew Mr. X. I met him when I was working in the weed industry, and I kept it very professional, and so did he. And I enjoyed my time there. It was because the financial aspect, it wasn't meeting it. It really wasn't. And it was just like, if I worked, a certain amount of time, I expect a certain amount of pay, and you're not going to get it at the weed place. I moved somewhere else. I heard somebody else say the same thing. They just couldn't make the money. But what was funny is, I don't know if my friend works there. I don't think he does, because the last time I went there was a long time ago. But I asked them, I kind of asked them, uh, I was curious, and no, Mr. X. Oh God, it looks horrible. So anyway, what happened was I never minded. I'm doing stuff for the owner and whatnot, but it just got to the point where I got tired of bitching about my. Oh, but that was dark. That was a dark spot. Damn it. Good thing it wipes off pretty good. So yeah, I was, but I enjoyed that. I think that I was too scared to even do anything. When you have a psychopath that you live with, what happens is it's I'm not scared of what I'm going to do. I'm scared of what he'll do to get even. That's what I'm scared of, because when he gets even pretty good. He went in and told everybody I did all kinds of drugs. I'm like, oh boy. And I was really flabbergasted. A lot of people for a while thought I was, until I would say, because I keep a job, I get up on time. I don't even drink. It takes calories and money to drink now, but the money. Weed's the only thing I really like. Whew, feel like on. So I'm like, yeah, being called all kinds of names by Kat because she's mentally unwell. That's just, she's a, like I said, my early birthday present was oh crap, when I worked over at the weed place, oh gosh, my early present was having her fired. And she was still friends with Mr. X. I didn't care. She went and threw something, and that knife was very close to me. I mean, it was, yeah. And she didn't pay no mind. She said, "I don't care if it's stuck in you." Ah. I was like, "Oh shit, I'm working with a nut bag. I'm working with a nut bag." Yeah, she scared me. I call him Mr. Big, Mr. Big Man. He's a big man and a great big heart. And anyway, what had happened when I talked to him, I said, "Hey, sir, can I talk to you? I want to report an incident today that happened in front of this person, this person, and this person. And this person, oh, yeah." And that's when I told him what she said about the knife. There was a knife in the bowl, and you're taking a knife and you're trimming. And when she threw all the weed, it went on the floor all over, and that knife stuck. I'm sorry, stuck in the like there's like where you walk, you have like some floor tiles that are easy on your feet. It was stuck in there. I was floored, and she laughed and says, "Shame it didn't go into you." Yeah. Oh, I'm thinking, oh boy, girl's a nitty. Yeah, so after that, I got out of the fishbowl because I said, I'm working with a psychopath. That's what I told Mr. Big, my boss. Please help me. I usually don't come in and bitch. I don't like to cause you problems. but could you, do something where you want to move? And I go, oh, God, I didn't want to go into trimming, but I didn't want to beat the fuck out of her in front of everybody and lose my job. So I told him, look, no one wants me to go into trimming. And I'm thinking of just taking a couple weeks off. So I took a couple weeks off, came back, and they put me in trimming. Yeah. I was flabbergasted about her actions and about her feeling about how she would sit there and talk how she cared about people. And I'm like, she's such a big, fat, foul smelling troll. God dang. If they, you know what? My grandma told me this. There's some people who can see people who they really are, got their number, everything. I'm one. You should have seen the other person I seen, what they looked like. They were even scarier. And then she stabbed someone 7 times. She's awesome. Look at my buddy. Yeah, she's being loving. She loves coming here. Look at how good she is.
Can you train your cat that?
Uh-huh. Can't win. And then Mr. X was coming around. I had so much shit going on at home. I didn't know how to tell him all the shit that was coming on. I should have just told him. I'm afraid to tell people, and even on here, what I really, all the stuff I've gone through. And how my senior psychopath took advantage of everything. And my family seen it. They tried to stop it. Yeah. You ever see Grimm? Oh, hi, Jimmy. Yeah, I'm talking about, you know her by a different name. I called her Crazy Cat Lady. Oh, actually, crazy, fat. This is when she was relatively reasonably skinny. And I don't know if people just can see what other people look like, but let's just be honest. Chief Joseph, I have an Indian name. My Indian name is Eagle Eye. Not because I'm great and wonderful, because this is what Chief Joseph told me when we did this big annual dance and everyone's wearing their thing. And I'm like going, you're hanging out with your brothers, your sisters, and you're all talking, you're dancing, you're doing your stuff. And that's when I looked, I go, oh God, that guy's not nice. And I said, Joseph, he doesn't look right. And he looks down at me and he goes, you can see between the veil. And I go, what's the veil? Is it like, I'm asking him questions as a young person. And he said, some people cannot see what other people can see. Not that they're crazy. They could see who they are as a person. If they're a troll, if they're a good, hardworking person, if they're good people. I've seen people who reminded me of angels, just the way they act. Not that they're flitty or anything. It's just they bring happiness to people. That was my grandmother. She was my angel all the time. So I end up leaving, and when I was getting divorced, I needed money, and I tried to get a job there, but it's okay. Yeah, it's been a while, and yeah. I wish I would have just back then talked, and I probably would have gotten a whole no on everything, but yeah. It's so good. Oh, I got my chicken. Yeah, I got a pet chicken. She likes me. No, she doesn't poop in here. She's been really good. Hi. Yeah. So yeah, I knew Cat by her other name, the cat, because she refused to give. If I had somebody who I hired that wouldn't give their real name, the next day they would be walked out and fired. I just don't deal with that kind of drama. That kind of crazy. Yeah. My cat's looking at it. Look how my cat's looking at it. He's over here. Going, whoa. Is that something? Like, oh. Aren't built for neurodivergent brains. Oh. This one is. With my show running. Yeah, don't worry. I'm putting meditation. Oh, crud. So, anyway, the first time heard about X and stuff was 2 weeks ago. And it's good to know that, he's doing good. I've been, like I said, I pray, I sit sometimes for an hour, listen to this, and pray for people. Just pray. And it makes me feel better. I'm putting into the world something good, I guess. And that's why I do that. Uh, so, yeah. Because I really hated knowing what she was going to do. Because she's a sociopath and they have certain things that they do as being an asshole to people. It just is what it is. I mean, I got senior psychopaths, so I know a lot. But yeah, it's so good. So yeah, hi, how are you? Yeah, so I've been really sad because I knew stuff like this was going to happen. I do tarot reading and I knew, and I was like, how'd that happen? I do everything right. And they said they want a letter. Yeah, I gotta get that. Yeah, I know they don't say about doing that, but I still do. You'll rub them together. I like having. Yeah, I'm like Ellie Mae. Come over to Ellie Mae. We got it all. We got chicken. We got, llamas. We got it over at Ellie Mae's Fun House. That's right. Come over to Ellie Mae's Fun House and pet a chicken and go ride a llama. It's all fun and family friendly. So yeah. I'm Allie Mae. Come over to Allie Mae's Fun Emporium. Lately, when we see the dogs out at the next door neighbors, or we feel that the dogs are going to try to get my only chicken left, my son bring the chicken was waiting by the doors, and she's never, so far she's been so good in here. I just, well, I guess you could say. So I think that lower vibrational people, usually what I've learned is they talk a great big talk. It's the long haul that gets them in trouble. It really is. It's something like, you know, usually the if you cannot, or for some reason you can't feel the reason of, I guess you can say a if you feel that you're near somebody who makes you feel uneasy, they drain you, you feel like, God, I'm drained. I'm trying to put my stuff. I think I drive the Terry show, Jimmy Crab Legs. I don't think he really likes me, but you know, I'm like, he's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, what do you mean, what the fuck? I'm talking. So yeah, I 3 years ago it was great. I worked with Mr. X, and I was I guess you can say attacked, and it wasn't like fast. It was because there was a knife in there. She closed the whole thing up in the air. It hits me real hard. I try to move out of the way. It hits me real hard, and the knife goes near my foot, and I'm like, psycho! Oh man, I would love to kill you, but when you're dealing with psycho people, if you get them, if you beat them up, they'll hire somebody else to beat you up. I've dealt with people like that, and boy, did I get beat up, because 1 against 5 is different than 1 against 1. You know what I mean? So yeah, I figured she'd play dirty, and I just move out of her way until they fire her ass, because I was told by the owner, he said, we're getting a lot of stuff against her, and we're going to be seeing her out soon. Don't you worry. And I go, okay. And then took 2 weeks off, came back, they fired her. I think they were waiting to fire her. It was near my birthday. What a great birthday present. I've had 2 birthday presents like that at both my workplaces. It was a great birthday present for me. I was like, whoa, this is nice. My last, I went and celebrated by buying a coworker's sister cooks. And I said, damn. And I love angel food cake. She made the angel food cake in little cupcakes. Everyone enjoyed them. I took some home and enjoyed them. Oh, it was great. Yeah. Aw. She's like, I got it good. She just sit, she's so sweet. So anyway, when I would be in, you know, the trimming room, every once in a while people would come in and they would be trimming. They would do their trimming when we had like stuff that needed to go out for testing. And they had a thing for people who want to listen to music. They didn't want their headphones on and stuff. They wanted to talk and converse. So my son, who worked there, came up with a wonderful idea. We can use Alexa. I go, that's so cool. People can, take turns getting their songs. Until I went to go for my my neck operation. And that's when I was gone. Devin left his phone in the trim room so everybody can listen to their music. My son had his own music player. He said he could do that. So everyone, and they got in an argument because no one was. So now you had to have a playlist. He goes, Mom, I have to have a playlist now because people got to fight in the trim room. And I'm like, really? Because one wanted to play some dance song, one wanted to play this, and we had a female woman who didn't like to listen to any dance music and made up a story. The reason why it was all made up. She was another mental case, but she didn't bother me. It was the day that her and her boyfriend were arguing, and they were on the other side, and they were blocking me from leaving the room because she got into a fight and it was real bad and I just didn't want to be in there. Boy, I never seen them work so bad. I'm like, get me out from. You take care of that. I'm done. And I told that girl, I go, you all dumb. You're dumb. That guy loves you. He does. You'll never find something like that. I mean, it is what it is. She was absolutely adorable, but crazier than a Christmas fruitcake. You know, she actually, my son said that he seen someone, like her sunbathing naked. He said, "Don't touch that. Don't touch it. Don't do nothing to it." I said, "That's just nasty." And even though all the stuff that she did, he didn't care. He loved her. He really did. And I was like, wow. Only, it's like I was so jealous of those two. I would be like, damn, I thought this was great. This guy had found one of my coworkers. They were dating together until they got in a fight in the trim room and I needed to be rescued. But yeah, it was great. Yeah. Boy, did Mr. X run in there quick. Oh yeah, I was like, dang, I really did. I felt safe. Man, he was there. Like when I said, I think I need help. And then, because we talked about code words, I said, if I need help, like help, yeah. And I said it, yeah. And they were there before I even got to the third help. Everybody. And then I took exit left. You take care of the idiots. Play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. That's why I asked the owner of when you're having a problem, try to tell them as much as you can without, making giving out too much information. But the chicken hawks are out. So my only chicken is right sleeping, no, being such a sweet girl. She's my girl. So yeah. I've been feeling real sad. And after it's like my hair, I have to wash it every day. It's without me being in the clay, my hair gets really oily. I don't need the hair conditioner as much. But getting it a little wet and very little hair conditioner, it works. It's like magic because my hair's so I even made it, how can I say? They took off extra because I just got so much. I mean, I got a lot of hair. I do. I got a lot of hair. I'm always brushing my mane. It's like I'm a tigress. Don't forget to put a thumbs up. So, yeah, I had dealings with a psychopath, two of them. I knew of them. Before anyone else, I would go, oh, yeah, stay away from that one. I would. I told everybody. I told my friend Sarah, she's planning something and she's going to get you in trouble. I know it. I don't need to do tarot cards to know what she's doing. She goes, I'll be okay. Don't worry. The next weekend comes by and ring. Yep, she's in trouble. With who? Yep, yep. Psychopath. It was a snake lady. So when you deal with lower vibrational things, there's certain things that people like that will be jealous of you. Everything that you do that they can't obtain. It could be good work ethic. It could be getting along with everybody. It could be the ability to learn quickly. It could be many things. But for the snake lady, it was the ability for me to get up and go to work because I hate dealing with creditors. I like to go, hey, how much can I, pay you? Because if I put 100, a week, will that be okay? Because that's what I was doing. I was starting to get all these things set up to have where after I pay this bill and this bill, I can pay this bill and this bill and take care of my credit slowly because I'm like, I'm 7 grand in debt. I'm $7,000 in debt. So, yeah, including my friend Kathy. I owe her money too. You stay good. She's good. She loves being. I'm going to see about having where I could keep her in and having her own poo box or whatever. She's just so adorable. Yeah, you are. You do good. Get a different poo box for you. Yeah. Hi, how are you? Come to Ellie Mae's Fun Park. That's right, we got everything here in Pahrump. That's right, Ellie Mae's Fun Park. We got chickens, goats, llamas, camels, you name it, we got it. And if we don't got it, we'll go get it. My son brought her in. So, yeah. I took a nap. I had to uh, meditate. Actually, it wasn't. It's like my dad was. I'm napping, but I'm going to be meditating for everybody. So when I lay down, I'm thinking of Mr. X and praying for him, thinking of people I work with, thinking of people who are around, and that's what I do. And this is how I ground myself. When I ground myself, and I imagine that everything in me is draining from my head, my arms, my whole body, going all the way down to my feet, and it reaches down, down, down into the earth, into the core. And we're going to pull up all that good mother love, earth, whatever, and it's going to be gold and beautiful. And we're going to pull it up into our feet, our legs, our bottom half of our body, and then our top half, our arms, our chest, our neck, our head, and we're going to let it spew out. And we're going to pray to people. We're going to say to all the people that need love and prayer, let me give it to you, everyone here in Pahrump. I love you, love you, love you. And then you're going to pull back everything. You're going to pull it in. And then you're going to imagine that encrusting and all around you, the gold, it's protecting you and making you feel grounded and good, and all the evil and low vibrations don't touch you, and they don't call you or they don't text you because some guy decided that, and I put it out on my notes. Check it out. Text message saying that he's better, but dude contradicts himself all the time, and I never went to bed with him. Yeah. So I put it out there and I said, no, the only person I want is one person, and that's just the way it is. And if he doesn't want me, I'm cool, but he's the one that sought me out. It wasn't the other way around. I just want to remind you that I didn't go looking for anybody. I'm not a stalker. I don't go. If I am not welcome somewhere, I will not go unless I want to piss him off. I belong to um a channel on here, not belong like I'm part of it. I'm more or less like, member. And the gals in there, they make they make Crazy Cat look normal. Some of those, so I stay in there usually. The last time I stayed in there 2 hours because I wanted to piss them off. I just wanted to piss them off. I was in there saying all the praise, oh, everyone, I love you. And sending out, because I said, I might as well send out positive message to them for a bit. And then I figure, I'm going to go. Bye. And it was cool. But I did that because I like to piss them off. The women there have a lower vibration. I wouldn't say mental. I'd say when you have a mental problem, you have not just a lower vibration, you have stomach problems, you have other problems that make sure that you don't get your vitamins into your brain. And the best way sometimes is finding out when you're taking vitamins, are they getting to where they are? And what do they go well with, so they can be soluble and go to your brain or go to where it needs, to your stomach, to your heart, to have good feeling. And that's the whole thing about eating well and not eating the crap that we get at the burger or whatever. And when you don't do it, it sucks. So when you've done grounding yourself like what I did, you can meditate. And if you was it the hertz, if you meditate in 2 different hertz on your ear, I don't even care what, to use 2 different, if they have it on here, they have ones where both sides are different hertz. Those are amazing. They are amazing. Meditation is a way I go and share power to everyone. I want everyone to feel good because I know what it's like when somebody tells everyone that you're not the good person and they're evil, and you're looking at the other person going, I don't think so. I think you're a whole lot more evil than me and steal a whole lot more than what I would ever do. Last time I stole, I was brought to the store and made to pay for it. Oh, yeah, my daddy did that. That was his thing. You did what? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had money in the bank and everything. This is back in the day when Jordache pants came out. My friend Angie Binkley, who, God bless her soul, she passed away. She was my best friend, and he didn't know she died because senior psychopath thought I didn't need my friends no more. I went over to her house and found out she died 5 years previous. And had a daughter and stuff. I missed out on all that. And I went and drove over to Holly Cemetery in Holly, Michigan, and took my son there. And I cried. I broke down. I, I bought her favorite flowers. We used to go pick them right near there, actually. And I picked up a bunch and put it on her grave. And I said, Angie, I heard you lost a lot of weight, because she always had a weight problem. And I said, well, you lost weight now, and really lost weight, shit. And yeah, you know, she was my best friend. And she was the one who conned me into getting the pants. So I put them over another pair of pants. I was that skinny. I was a toothpick. Trust me. So I get these Jordache pants, and you know how they used to wear them in the 80s? You know how? I'll tell you how they really wore them, because wintertime was hell. You washed them, you didn't dry them. Fuck no, if you dried them, you couldn't fit into them. But I found a way. Oh, isn't that great? They're wet. Throw them on, they can fit. Woo! Except it's 20 below zero. Did I go out? Oh, I was that stupid. Yes, I did. And did they get, frozen? Yes, they did. And I didn't care. You know what? I looked good. It's fashion. Yeah. Until I had to pay the money for them. Oh, yeah. Well, it was in front of them, and they found out. I was going to give it to them in a envelope, and they wouldn't have known. But my dad said, oh, no, you're going to pay the price. And then they had me do work there to, rebellish that. Oh, yeah, my dad got his just rewards, and I learned never to steal. No, not even if you don't get caught, you'll get caught. I learned that a long time ago. When you're 13 and think you own the world, now me and my friend found out, because my daddy got on the phone with Mr. Binkley and said, yeah, Angie's daddy was not too happy either. He started looking at her clothes and finding out if she did anything, but she didn't. She just coerced me and, oh, look at these. You can get these. And my dad said, how in the hell you put these little things on? Get them wet, put them on. What do you mean? I said, when I wash them. That's why I wash them. When you wash them and you wear them, they're fine. So I'd have 3 pairs. I would intermittently wear them wet. That's how you got them on. I did not ski in them. No, they were too skinny because I needed to be warm, and I did. I'd be out on the hill for 4 or 5 hours. When you're doing GS and I called it acrobatics. When you're doing that and going on the mogul field. Yeah, I went on moguls taller than myself. Had a blast. Right. My chicken's falling asleep. It's kind of soft. There we go. So put a thumbs up, Let me see if I'm wanted anywhere else. Because Jim said he was going to call me back, and I didn't hear nothing from him. Nope. No. Okay. Uh yeah, put a thumbs up. I'm talking about meditation and how to deal with what you call a lower vibration people who want to do harm to you or other people around you who are jealous. The best way to do is make sure they don't get in your inner circle. If they are in your inner circle, they do cause problems with your family members, friends, and stuff. What you want to do is to make sure your family and friends know what's going on. Tell them everything and keep a lot of pictures, keep all the things put together, the evidence of what they're doing, because you might have to take that person to court or to show police what they are doing. And I didn't know this, but it's like, she went recently, and her video was really short, and she was making fun of me. And I thought, why is she making fun of me? And then she looked familiar. I'm like, yeah. When you see an old coworker, she goes by a different name. She doesn't go by Cat no more. Yeah, she doesn't look like a cat. She more looks like she looks like a nasty ogre blurble, just fat. It is what it is. But I always pray and the best thing you can do is pray for these people and say to them, yeah, I can't help you. I don't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. In fact, that's why it's good to ask. If you're having problem with somebody and you are not getting help from where you are working, which is bad in itself, you'll have to find another job. And I've had plenty of friends, including my daughter. She had to leave a really good paying job in a warehouse because somebody was um, being a bully. And it was horrible. Right. Aw. She loves me, but she gets real hot. When you think about it, she gets those eggs incubated. She's so nice and warm. Yeah. She goes, ooh, ooh, ooh. So anyway, the best way to do is to pray for them, is to meditate and ground yourself every day, and make sure that anything, if they think that, oh yeah, Cat's another one, I'm a witch. Yeah. She tried to tell me about some stuff, and I said, my family's been meditating before it became popular. My family's been that way, and we are what you call a healing. I am considered like a witch, but I work with the Bible. I really do. It's best thing to work with. Really, work with the Bible. I'm a what you call I'm a gnostic witch. And it's with the Bible, it's with anything I can get a hold of that is positive and pure. And sometimes you got to fight fire with fire, and I do have books on other stuff, but I also ask for the presence of the holy God, for the God with the spark, and Mother God, and to protect me with all the angels. I can say one thing about Michael. He's a do-it-all angel. And if you're in a situation I was a long time ago, it's a place over in Detroit, and there's nobody living there. It's a town that's covered, what's weird, with angels. And we were taking a shortcut to get home, and I said to senior psychopaths, it's just not going. I don't feel good. I get a bad feeling. I really get a bad feeling. Now, mind you, my car ran right. We stalled, and senior psychopaths is trying to start. I'm like, oh boy. I start praying right away. I said right out loud, Michael, help us now, help us now. We need help. Come on down. And it was literally, you could feel something on the roof of my car. You can hear boom. And I said, start it. And he starts it. Whoa! I said, go! And in the back, we seen these, it looked like shadow figures. Not just one, a whole bunch. I said, oh, you better get going. We're driving, and I'm like, oh, go, 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 go. And we go over this small little metal bridge. And once we quit seeing the specters in back of there. Oh boy, that call for your angels all the time. If you feel and fear, Ezekiel, Gabriel is a gabber. He's a gabber. Yeah, he's a gabby, but he will take care of stuff. But I called Michael and he came down. I don't know what it was when it hit that, when something hit the roof, it sounded like something landed. I said, go, start it up, go. And it went. It was like, whew. So if you ever feel in fear, call on your angels. They will come to you. They will. And they always have for me. I've never had a problem. I've always asked my angels for help and protection. So this is why I'm going to say a prayer to all the angels and archangels that can help me in a situation in which I'm dealing with. Please bring positive and light and good people towards me who care about me and who want to help me, and I can help them, and we can collaborate together with our minds. Amen. We got Steffi's Animal Emporium. Come on down. Come to Steffi's Animal Emporium. You can see it all: snakes, rattlers. Um, we got elephants. We got everything. And then, and down the way, there's also that fun petting zoo with the kitty cats. So we're almost done here. I hope I've given some good, advice. When you're dealing with someone negative, and don't forget to put the thumbs up, it does help with the algorithm. And I enjoy people saying something over here. It's great. Right now, I'm just going to work on some stuff on my computer alone, offline, and trying to figure out what I'm going to do, because I'm I'm going to tell you this. I'm feeling pretty sad and alone, you know. I really am. And like I said, 2 weeks ago, I didn't know Mr. X was even looking at me. Didn't even know. Not a single bit. But I was still praying for him because I really, really knew how bad Kat was. She was a troll, a queen troll. Do you know how hard those are to get rid of? Worse than my ex. If I had the money to pay him off, he'd be gone. She wants power, money, and everything without working. That's what everyone used to joke about. She was a joke in there. They said that she didn't know 1/4 of what she said, and it was true. But it is what it is. Some people, they have open hearts, and you got to look past the like Chief Dove says, look past. Sometimes you have to close your eyes to see what people are. So, in some cases, if you don't know who you're dealing with, close your eyes and see how they talk. Close them, and you can find out if they're sincere, because that's what I was told before. I was told that by Chief Joseph. He nicknamed, well, my Indian name is Eagle Eyes, because I see he sit in both realms. And he says, you should know I'll get taken, because I will think, nah, there's no way that person's that. Oh, yeah, and I got a troll. He looks at every bit of it. But it is what it is. Well, I got 3 people. Please put a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It helps with the excuse me, the algorithm. So anyway, when I decided to leave, that was it. And 2 weeks ago, I heard from Mr. X. He told me he had, liked me, and that was it. He said he liked me, and then he almost like I like you, and moved on. Put me in the thing going, well, did you want to take me a lunch, dinner? What do you want to do? Oh, okay. So, yeah, it's nice to be liked. Thank you. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day, Mr. X and Jimmy Crab Legs, who says, what the fuck? And oh, yeah, he sees my sleeping chick, my little girl, my last chicken. So put a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. If you're dealing with people at work and you feel that there's too many trolls in the area, and usually, and this is what my great grandmother, who used to go into Black Forest, she says troll people do not like to work. They like to say that they builded something or they did something or was something, but we're not. They are ones that will hook onto you like a leech and will not let go. And if they don't get what they want, they will make sure you pay in more ways than one. And she described them. If you see them for what they really look like, they're not skinny, they're big. They kind of have an odor. I don't know if it's because of if she was doing, anyone was doing drugs, because Snake Lady had an odor too. It's just, I don't like to smell. And Snake Lady, man, by the end of the day, it was like, how much have you drank today? It wasn't water, I'll tell you that much. But I didn't know. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I knew Cat was going to get big. Trolls. Snakes, they'll get kind of, but not necessarily. When you feel that they have more of a snake attitude, even though they're psycho, there's different psychos out there. Yeah, I worked with someone who stabbed a person, stabbed their boyfriend 7 times. Boy, that was fun. It's like working with a firecracker. You didn't know was going to go off, when she was going to go off. People would say the same thing like I would. She would go off at different times, if she felt that you weren't talking to her enough. I'm like, not, I go days sometimes, and I'm got shit going on in my head, and I'm like listening to my music, and I'm not giving a fuck to talk to my work partner. I love working alone. I do. Put me alone and I'm happy. I share. I play fine. I play fine with everyone, but I love working alone. That's why when I went in the trim room and I was alone, I was happy. I was really happy. hmm I did not like working with Kat. She is off her rocker. She's got mental problems. She needs to go and seek mental help. And when you deal with someone like that, they're not taking good care of themselves. It took me 3 years. I did 3 years of therapy after my divorce, pretty much. I quit, I think, last year. I'm going, maybe I should go back. Shit. But yeah, I was told that I can figure out and I don't shut down as much. I still shut down, but it's not, I'll shut down to meditate, sleep a couple hours, and get back and get going. And that's the best thing you could do to fight an evil, low energy, low vibration asshole. Yeah. You want to, destroy an asshole? Pray for them. It destroys them. Pray and pray, and it will destroy your enemy. Guaranteed. I can guarantee you this, really. Prayer is the most powerful thing in this world besides arithmetic. Arithmetic is the universal language for everyone, literally. So, prayer, really, it works. Pray for your enemy. I always put that out. Some of them, they need it. Once they get the prayer, they usually leave you alone. Really. Pray for them, wish them the best, and move on, because some of these people have had, well, they think they had it really hard. Um, I'm just happy that I had a good relationship with my own father. I had a great relationship with my mom, and I took care of her, take her to her doctor's appointments, and it was amazing. It was a learning experience. Yeah. No one's putting any thumbs up. Wow. Hi, Barbara Buffalo. So if you're dealing with negative people, pray for them, meditate, and ground yourself the best way that you know. Or you can look it up on YouTube and do grounding. But that's what I usually do. Listen to meditative music and go with what I do here. So take care. I'll be seeing you.